What happens when you give a kayak fisherman a spinning rod and tell him to catch a tuna? Well, let's just say this kayak fisherman is an idiot and very well may be the worst tuna fisherman on the planet. Oh shit! That's not good. Oh. Tuna time. Tight, tight, tight! Oh, he's on it! Oh my god! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Summertime Outdoors, and happy 2025. I can't believe it is already here, and this is going to be my first video of the new year, and we are going to ring it in with one of the best videos, if not the best video I've ever made. And that is because over the past 2 months, me and my buddy Graham have been chasing arguably one of the most badass predators in the ocean that it has to offer in the bluefin tuna. And this is totally all new to me, and we are not going to have a single trolling rod in this entire video. And that is because we're doing it, in my opinion, the fun and adrenaline pumping way in running and gunning. And what that means is it's going to be all spinning gear. And it also means I'm going to do a lot of stupid things throughout this video, but I do want to take the time and explain how this fishing goes, because once you get out on the water, things get crazy, and honestly, you'll see I don't even know what's going on half the time. And basically what happens is we go out anywhere from 5 to 30, 40 miles, and we chase birds, and you'll see bluefin, and you run up to these fish, probably full planes, 30, 40 miles an hour, get up to these fish, and you don't know if they're going to be 50 pounds or 800 pounds. And you could cast at these things all day long and not even get a sniff at your lure, and it can get super frustrating. But what I will say is the adrenaline you get riding up to a school of breaking fish that are just humongous is awesome. And it only takes one bite to change the day. And how we're going to start this video is we did do one day before, and I'm not really going to put too much of that in here, but me and Graham went out, just us two, and we did get into the tuna all day, but we did not get a single bite, and it got super rough. We did crush a striper, however, which is a common trend in this video. But day 2 is going to be the start of this journey, and it is where I get my first opportunity at a true monster bluefin that I hooked, and it's just crazy. So let's get out on the water and enjoy this journey as much as I did fishing it. Yeah! Come on! You're gonna need that for a while. Left, 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 left.
How much?
I don't have much. Chill well. We've been casting all day. Left, left.
Left.
And we finally hooked up to a giant. And my bladder's full. I'm probably just gonna end up pissing myself. Alright, y'all, I just shed some layers. Graham is fighting the fish right now. I don't know how big this thing is, but that thing whooped me for, I don't know, if I had it on for 15-20 minutes now. And I'll get back on the rod soon. What an exhilarating hit. Switching back. Forward. Keep going, reverse, 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 reverse.
Back right. Back to the right. Back to the right. How's your line?
Good, you gotta go forward though, man. Reverse, reverse. Help, help, help. I got it. Alright, y'all, well, we are about an hour, 10 minutes into the flight. Just switched the rod back off the Graham here. And tuna fishing looks great and all. Sounds great. Looks great on social media. But the hookup's awesome. The hookup's great. First, 15 minutes, adrenaline's pumping. After that, pain. Just straight pain. Just brutal, brutal back pain. Broke the braid like right at the reel. Don't really know what happened. We were really just trying to just get it up, see how big the freaking thing was. We got color on it twice about, I don't know, 30, 40 foot down, but she was too big, too strong. She's probably twice the size of Lizzo, if you know who that is, and she's gigantic. And we were no match. We were absolutely no match for that fish. Had all the right gear, just that's tuna fishing, I guess. We're starting to learn is they'll crush your spirit, but that's when just will kicks in and you keep on going until both of our bodies are like broken down, trying to just get it up using the boat as much as we can. I can't even really think about what to even say, but it just sucks. So I'm gonna re-rig my rod with the braid I have left and see if we can't find one, hopefully of a little smaller size, something possible that won't kill us for another 2 hours. But all in all, amazing battle with my best friend Graham. Doesn't get much better than that. So let's see if we can't find some more. This is it. This has got to be it. Come on, man. I'm putting it on their freaking head. And they just me. All right, y'all. Well, if you're wondering if we have caught any tuna over the last 5 trips, you're wrong. We have not even come close to catching one or hooking one. And today's trip was the icing on the cake. You see this brand new Billabong sweatshirt I got on, and I have a pair of sweatpants on from Billabong as well. I bought these today at a local Ron John surf shop for $98. And the reason for that being is, you know, we checked the weather last night, wake up 2 in the morning, drive up there like we've been doing. Weatherman says 5-10 miles an hour out of the west. Perfect, right? Perfect conditions to get out there and tuna fish. Get out there, 30 miles an hour, 6-foot waves at 4 or 5 seconds. And if you can imagine somebody taking a 5-gallon bucket of water and throwing it on your face and down your shirt for 4 straight hours, that is what happened. So we had to come in back to the launch because I was so cold I couldn't stay out there. Couldn't feel any of my extremities. Tried to find a laundromat. None were open. So last resort, the only thing open was the Ron Johns. Went there, spent the $98. Went back out on the water, caught absolutely nothing. But I will say is this. I'm still having a blast chasing these fish because my favorite part is riding up to these 300 to 600 pound ginormous tuna. I don't even think we've casted at a wreck fish in three trips in New Jersey because they're all ginormous, to me at least. And I honestly have no idea what I'm doing or what's going on, but all I know is it looks like a mini school bus just exploding out of the water, and that's what keeps me coming back. And I've probably cast at thousands of these tuna over the last 5 trips, and I have not even come close to hooking one, I don't think. And it's still just awesome. But we're about to switch gears. Like I said, we're done with New Jersey. What I will say is this about New Jersey, last thing. Thank God for striped bass because we have been crushing them every single time, and they have been our saving grace. So shout out to them. But we're going to switch gears here, and we're going to start fishing out of the home state of Maryland, which last year we did 1 trip out there, hooked 4, and landed 2, which I don't know if that's beginner's luck or what, or just being in the home state is just going to hold tried and true for us all the time. But what I will say is my immediate plan is this. I'm going to drive the 3.5 hours home. I'm going to stop at Wawa. I'm going to eat about 2,500 calories worth of milkshakes, quesadillas, subs, make myself feel a little better. And then I'm going to go home and watch the tuna footage from last year from Maryland where I got one of the most insane eats I've ever gotten from any fish, and I'm probably going to show it to you guys after this. And I'm also going to say this. I would not post a tuna video without catching a tuna, so it is coming. I don't know when or how, or if I'm going to, or Graham is most likely going to get one because I'm terrible at this. But we are going to catch one of these things, and we're going to do it in the home state to end this thing off. So let's do it. Let's drive home, lick our wounds, get back out there, hopefully stay dry, and catch a big bluefin tuna. So let's keep this thing rolling. On. Oh, he's on it. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! That's the craziest fishing clip I've ever got in my life! Oh! 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 Oh!
Box or I go in the box.
AMF 500 Jigging World tuna popping rod, and I'm going to shed some layers and hopefully get bowed up to a tuna here in a second. Oh my gosh, we're going off. Come on, this is it. This is it. Oh! Look at them, y'all, they're going off. Ah! Oh! 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 There's freaking sand eels all over the place. Look at them all. See them all?
Come on! Come on! Come on!
I'm tight! I'm tight! I'm tight! Oh!
Oh! No,
We're tight! Well, I suck at tuna fishing.
2 cats in a row for Graham. If you wanna retie and get on the wheelie. Oh my God, dude, they're still going off to the right. Like a 40-pounder.
All right, y'all, we got into a pretty good feed there, mostly unders, and we got this fish almost to the end game here. We think it's an under, so we'll still be good. This tuna are blowing up all around us still. We're just circling this tuna right now, y'all. It wears them down if you use the boat to your advantage instead of going on your back when you get to this point.
Time, boys!
Woo! There's y'all. There she is. Nice bluefin tuna. And probably a 60-pounder there, but got into a really good blitz of them. And we watched that thing smoke the nlbn 8-inch right next to the boat. Pretty awesome fish right there, man. We've grinded for that one. This is our 8th trip this year chasing these fish, and finally got one on the deck. So we are going to deal with this fish and get back after him because there is a lot of under slots as well as slots as well. We can keep 2 under slots. Draw another under going in the bag. All right, y'all. Well, we are back on the homestead, and we did not find our 43 to 73 inch fish today, but we did find 2 unders, and we're cutting them up now, as you can see. But nonetheless, pretty grind of a day. It was supposed to be 5 miles an hour, ended up being 25 plus all day. And we got wrecked out there. For a long time, there's a lot of people, and it was just a long day. So I'm glad that we got 2 at least, and we still got some meat for the table right before Christmas. But nonetheless, hopefully we get back out there and catch a bigger one. But until then, we're gonna deal with flushing the engine, cleaning the boat up, getting the blood off the deck, and hopefully get back out on the water and catch a bigger one. So we'll see you next time we're on the water. The tuna. Come on. Right. I don't know. I think it's decent actually. Horny. It's actually a decent fish. Well, let's maybe chase this fish down a little bit. It's actually a good fish. We're hooked up. Oh boy. Oh, it took us what, 3 hours?
Yeah, 170 miles later.
We just did 100-some miles, y'all, to get that bite. And that was probably only the third feed we cast it into. Alright, y'all. We finally got into a feed. Had to take my jacket off. Hooked up to a pretty good fish, I think. I don't know how big it is yet. We're in to the dogging part of the fight now. It'd be nice if I could feel my limbs. Yeah, it's freaking cold. Alright, y'all, we're still hooked up on this fish. Aaron just took the rod for a little bit. I'm about to hop back on it, but seems like a pretty big fish here. We caught 2 40-inchers last time we were out. Got them in pretty quick, so this one might be 16-inch range, hopefully. But kind of in the pinwheel stage. We're just trying to wear this fish down. Back on the rod. See if we can't get her up. There she comes. Yes. Good shot, Graham. Has she got her good? Or you want me to gaff her again? Yeah, I think. Hold on. Ready?
That's a fatty, bud.
Woo! We finally got a real one, man. Oh!
It's a big boy.
That's a lot of time and effort into that fish, man. You guys have no clue what that took this year. All right, y'all, well, here she is. 55-inch bluefin tuna on the 8-inch nlbn, about a 25-minute fight. And we have been grinding for these fish for about 10 trips. Finally, we probably did over 100 miles without seeing any tuna. We finally got on a lump out here that was loaded with them. Our second feed of the day, hooked up. 20 minutes later, we have a bloody tuna lap dance for you. So we're gonna get this one in the fish bag, see if we can't get back on this fish and keep on hammering on. This is our one recreational fish from 43 to 73 inches, and then we can keep 2 under that as well. So we'll see what we can run into the rest of the day, but all in all, there's nobody else out here. Day after Christmas, just Absolute blast. Santa didn't bring us doubled up on 2 bluefins there. They weren't huge, not nearly as big as the one that we landed so far, but I was like, I'm gonna try throwing this nomad stick bait into these fish because they looked like smaller, undersized bluefin. So I picked up my smaller setup and we both hooked up at the same exact time. That was pretty crazy. And then Graham released his boat side and then mine just popped off as I was first starting to get color on it in like 5 minutes. But when we're getting into the pretty big birds, when there's a big group of fish, we seem to be getting hit pretty quick. And if we can keep getting into them like that, we're gonna stay out and see if we can maybe get 2 more unders. But we just released that one. We already got 100 pounds of meat, but we have a lot of friends and family that are always asking for meat, so we may keep 2. We'll just see how we feel and feel it out. But I really want to try to get one on that stick bait if I can. Yeah, right there. A bunch of them. Two casts with this stick bait and 2 fish. Oh my god! I'm coming up again! I'm coming up again! No way! What are you using? Oops!
I'm using my little tiny rod.
That was insane. Back-to-back double ups, 2 casts with the stick bait. We got real lucky there. Jesus God. Surprised the motor didn't fall off on the way in. Surprised the motor didn't fall off on the way in. That was terrible. All right, y'all. Well, that is going to mark the end of this tuna journey. And that last day, it got super rough. As you saw on most of the days we went out there, we got the crap beat out of us on the way in. But this time it was all right because we did accomplish our goal of killing a very nice 55-inch bluefin tuna. And I will say, Graham has turned me into a tuna fanatic over these past 2 years of learning this fishery. And if you guys made it this far in the video, I just want to thank you guys for the support. And 2025 is going to be an unreal year. We have a ton of awesome trips planned, things that are brand new. We're going to be going out of the country doing a bunch of things, but I want to get your guys' opinion on what kind of videos you want to see this year, whether you want to do videos like this where it's longer journeys of me trying to catch a big trophy fish, or just solo days on the water, just me breaking down a new piece of water or something like that. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of style better with the music, all the drone shots and stuff. It just takes me a lot longer for me to produce content like this because I'm basically a one-man show when it comes to the filming and editing and everything that goes on behind the scenes. But let me know what you guys want to see this year, and I will try my best to get it done. But I'm going to go inside because I've been trying to film this for about 30 minutes now, and I cannot feel my hands. Hopefully the weather warms up and the snow disappears here soon and we can get back out on the water. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to turn on those post notifications, like and subscribe, and follow along for this year. It's going to be awesome. So let's do it.